Now using classes and objects, we will cover the example of static data members. First have a theory look. A data member of a class can be made static. Static variables is initialized to 0 when the object are created. When the member variable's declaration is preceded with keyword static, it tells compiler that one copy of that variable will exist and all objects of the class will share that variable. A static member variable has certain special characteristics. First, it is initialized to 0 when the first object of its class is created. No other initialization is permitted. Only one copy of that member is created for the entire class and is shared by all objects of that class, no matter how many objects are created. It is visible only within the class, but its lifetime is the entire program. Static variables are normally used to maintain values common to the entire class, because the static data members are stored separately rather than as a part of the object. The type and the scope of each static member variable must be defined outside the class definition. Now just have an example of a static data member. We will create one program here. See, first a class name we are defining item under this. Now inside private section, before variable data type, we have to use a keyword static and a variable name, that is count, means count is static. The next variable we are declaring here number. Now under public section, first we will get some data, passing an argument to this function integer a, in which we will initialize the number variable having a value of a and increment the count variable by 1 using a increment operator plus plus. Fine, we have just completed the get data function. Now move to get count function, in which the value of count we have to display. Here the end of class. Now with the help of scope resolution operator, you just call the count variable outside the class. Inside main, create 3 objects x, y and z to display the values. Now inside with the help of x object, we will call the get count function from a public section which is there inside a class. So when you access this function, means as count is initialized to 0, it display count as 0. Then inside z object, if you access get count, same thing is happened. X dot will accessing the get data function now, initialized with some value, that is 100, means getting data in object x. Same way y dot get data, passing a value 200 means getting data in object Y. The last one, Z dot get data, getting data in object Z. After reading data, if you display the value x dot get count, display the value of count variable. Same way, as we have initialized the values through getData function, we are displaying it with the help of getCount function. Fine. We'll just apply a getCH function here and have a clear screen function after object declaration. We'll just check this program now. Press Ctrl F9. Some errors were found. Fine. Just remove this Y variable declaration problem. Now 8 errors we have found here. Structure required on left side of dot or a dot star. We'll just check it. Just check the function name first. If any spelling mistake is there, find get count is correct. Yes. See actual the data type above we have declared as atom. So we have to use the atom data type before these objects. Fine. Once again we'll run this program. Press Ctrl F9. One error is there. Statement missing semicolon. So just have a semicolon here. Press Ctrl F9 once again. See, we have got the output count 0, and next after reading data 3 times 3 value has been displayed. The static variable count is initialized to 0 when the objects are created. The count is incremented whenever the data is read into an object. Since the data is read into objects 3 times, the variable count is incremented 3 times because there is only one copy of count shared by all the 3 objects. All the 3 output statement causes the value 3 to be displayed. So in this program we have covered the static data member program.